Hey guys, it's me Sora again, and happy Lammas. Yeah, it's Lammas today, and also yesterday we just had the new moon, which was also a fairy moon. So I thought that today would be a good time to do actually my first pick a card reading in a while, because I finally got the video editor on my computer sorted out. So yes, our topic for today is going to be, what message do the fairies have for you? So on the top of each deck we have a card that is from, it's not actually an oracle card deck, it's called the Storyworld Fairy Magic deck. So you can either pick a number from 1 to 3 or pick based on which one of these cards you're most drawn to. So number 1 we have the Midnight Mushrooms. Number 2 we have the Fairy Messenger. And finally for number 3 we have the Green Children. So you pick whichever number or card you're the most drawn to. If you need more time, then you can pause the video to decide which pile you're most drawn to, but I'm going to get started with number 1, the Midnight Mushrooms pile. So here is the Midnight Mushrooms card from the front. And to me that symbolises something to do with mystery, like maybe there's something that you want to understand at the moment, but it's just not revealing itself to you. So let's have a look at the other cards we have here. Okay, so from this card here we have unicorns coming into this reading as well. We have this card, Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. So what I'm seeing is that, yes, you're very intuitive, you're very in tune with sort of the hidden realms, maybe you're psychic or you connect with angels and fairies and unicorns, that sort of stuff, really easily. Or maybe, yeah, what I'm getting is that maybe you've taken a step away from that at the moment and you're feeling a bit lost and disconnected, and because of that maybe things aren't happening in your life the way you would like them to. So we've got Dark Moon, maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself, and we actually just had the Dark Moon yesterday. And then we've got this card here that says butterfly, nature spirit teaches us of gentleness. So what I'm getting here is that you need to be more gentle with yourself, you need to go inwards more, and definitely spend more time connecting with your guides. Because I feel like you've been so much in like the 3D and the physical lately that you've been neglecting the more spiritual, intuitive side of yourself. So you need to get more connected with that, and then I am open to receiving all the blessings of this abundant universe. So once you do that, then you will be able to receive the physical things that you want, because I think you're very out of balance at the moment. You're very sort of, I'm going to go after all the things that I want and in the physical, and that's all I need to do. But no, you need to have a balance of going out and getting what you want, but also sort of going inward and connecting with your guides or source or whatever you believe in. It can't all just be about action, taking action. Like, you can't just be going in random directions. You need to check in with yourself every so often to make sure that it's the right direction that you're going in. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. Definitely take more time to meditate, to listen to what your inner self is telling you, your guides. If you're the kind of person who connects with unicorns and fairies and that sort of thing, then definitely do that. Or if you're more in tune with just angels or God, then yeah, but just connect with whatever higher power you believe in, or even if it's just your higher self, to make sure that you're heading on the right path for you and you're not just randomly going in any direction just because, just for the sake of moving, basically. Okay, thank you, pile number 1. Thank you for watching. I hope that resonated with you. And now I'm going to move on to pile number 2, the Fairy Messenger. So here is the Fairy Messenger card for you. Yeah, I think I was immediately drawn to the sort of, well, the most obvious thing on this card is probably the toad or frog, and I think toads are often associated with witchcraft. They're often the familiars of witches. And then I looked up and saw this bird as well. I don't know what kind of bird it was, but I immediately thought of like a raven and those. And ravens are often associated with witchcraft and the familiars of witches as well. So maybe you are someone who, that's my phone going off, maybe you're just someone who practices witchcraft basically, or is just really interested in the occult. Or if that's not the case, then maybe you're just someone, you're just in a point at your life where manifestation is going to be really important to you. You need to manifest the best outcome or the things that you need in your life. So how are you going to do that? Let's take a look at the rest of the cards. So you're definitely going to be doing it. So whatever you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing it independently, because we have Artemis of the Forest. Now you are independent and free. And I was talking about witchcraft as well earlier, and you can see that, you know, in this card she is in nature, and obviously Artemis is the goddess of the moon. And really, I think Artemis is the Greek version of the Roman goddess Diana, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Diana and Artemis as well are really common goddesses for, you know, practitioners of Wicca to worship. So maybe that's something that is significant for you. But yes, you're definitely sort of, maybe you're changing jobs. Maybe that's the vibe I'm getting here, that you're changing to something more independent. You're maybe going to be an entrepreneur. Like in the past you maybe been working for someone else, but now you just sort of realise that that's not the right path for you. Like, you're an independent person and you want to do what feels right to you. So that's, and then we have sit in nature and feel her love. So definitely, yeah, this is the witchcraft pile, because obviously nature is a big part of Wicca and witchcraft. But also nature is important to the fairies as well, so even if that's not, Wicca and witchcraft isn't really something that you're interested in. You know, it could just be a message to be connected with fairy energy more and just getting out in nature and feeling all of the positive benefits that nature can bring you. And it has just started raining outside quite heavily, and the weather's, I've been out all day and the weather's been really nice, and now it's just started raining really heavily. So yeah, maybe that's a message for some of you watching this pile. And then Little Boy Blue, Dreams Come True, Return of the Soul. So when I see this card, I usually think of just something good that happens that you kind of didn't really have to work for. It just sort of appeared out of nowhere. So I'm not saying that you don't deserve any good things that will come to you, but maybe, you know, you've been working hard for a really long time, and then sort of like the fruits of your labours are just going to sort of come in out of nowhere. Like maybe you weren't seeing any results before, but it's just going to happen just like that. And then yeah, that goes along with this card that says surrender to what is, let go of what was, have faith in what will be. So maybe things hadn't gone the way that you had planned in the past. Maybe you tried similar things before, but it just hadn't, you know, worked. But now sort of this is divinely guided, and it's just going to come to you, and it's going to seem really easy, and you're just going to think, oh, why didn't that happen before? But it's because that maybe, you know, it just wasn't quite right before. Maybe it wasn't the right timing, but right now it's just going to come really easily. So definitely work on your manifestation. Get out in nature. If you're someone who connects with fairies or is interested in Wicca and witchcraft, then definitely, you know, be practicing your rituals and that sort of thing. So yeah, the message that the fairy messenger brings you is that good things are coming. Just try not to force it too much, just because yeah, it's just going to come to you really easily when the time is right. And then this card has a ladybug on it, and ladybugs are a symbol of good luck. So yeah, that is all for pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated with you, and I will see you again next time. Finally, pile number 3, or the Green Children. So here's the Green Children card. I think it was sort of... Okay, I'll take a look at the other cards first. Okay. So to me, this card is saying that there's maybe lots of sort of negative things from your past that you're holding on to, maybe not intentionally, but it's like these things are sort of grabbing onto you and draining your energy, and you maybe find it difficult to let go. Like, I'm hearing sort of like all of these little whispers in your head that say, oh, you're not good enough, this isn't going to work out, you know, why are you even trying, that sort of thing. So maybe, you know, that's your inner voice telling you, you know, all of these things because maybe you've had bad experiences in the past when things didn't work out for you. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like that is going to change. Like, things are different this time. You just need to learn to detach from these things in your past. So that's, you have Child of the Moon, forgiveness, transcending the ego. So definitely forgiving people from your past who may have made you feel bad about yourself, but also forgiving yourself for maybe like taking on those stories and getting attached to them, and I'm finding it sort of, yeah, my throat feels a bit weird at the moment, so I think that has to do with this card as well. I'm worthy enough to speak my truth. So maybe there have been people in the past who made you feel, or it could even just be yourself, have made you feel like you're not good enough, you know, your opinion doesn't matter, like everyone else can have a say but you can't. And you maybe shut yourself down, or there have been other people who have shut you down in the past when you have tried to, you know, speak your truth and say what you think and put your input into a situation. And it's time to forgive that, definitely, to let that go, because you are, you know, your thoughts and opinions and well-being and everything is just as important as anyone else's. Like, you're no less important than anyone else, and you're a lot stronger than you used to be. You've come a long way, so it's time to let go of all of these little voices in your head that are telling you that, you know, you're not as good as someone else, or you don't matter as much as someone else. And wisdom as light as a feather. So you have wisdom to share. You may not feel like you do. Like, you may have had people, as I said before, tell you in the past that, you know, you don't have anything of interest, you know, anything noteworthy to bring to a situation. Like, what you say is not as yeah, this is definitely something to do with a blocked throat chakra, so definitely, so that's something to look into if you have trouble sort of speaking your truth and sharing your wisdom. But yeah, you do have a lot of wisdom, but it's just about letting go of people in the past who may have told you that you don't, and having the courage to share that wisdom, because there are people out there who need it. And finally, butterfly spirit comes to you, for it is a time of change and transformation. So yes, you are definitely changing and transforming into a much more confident, abundant person than you were in the past. And yeah, you're just going to be able to help other people and share your wisdom so much more than you were able to before. But yeah, it's just a message to let go, just forget about, I know it's easier said than done, but forget about any sort of past hurts, basically, and things people may have said to you that make you feel not so great about yourself, because those things aren't true. They don't serve you anymore, and they probably never did. So yes, I think I don't know. I am going to pull an extra card for this pile, just because I just feel like that's what I want to do. So we'll use the fairy deck as well. Don't tell the other piles I didn't do this for any of the piles. No, I'm joking. Just every reading I do, I always end up putting an extra card on these ones. Go. And we've got Follow Me, Come. This is your invitation to enter the realm of fairy. On the bottom of the deck we have Midnight Prince, Ask for what you want, to be honest. So maybe to do with the fact your sort of blocked throat chakra, maybe you have been afraid in the past to ask for what you want, because you're afraid that You won't get it, you don't deserve it, but you absolutely do, and you will get it. You just have to have a confidence to say, you know, this is what I want, and I'm not, you know, taking no for an answer, because your needs and wants are just as important as anyone else's. And the card that came up, yep. Quite simply, maybe you are being encouraged to connect with fairies more, because fairies, they can definitely help you with self-confidence, just because fairies are definitely like not afraid to speak their truth, sort of say what they need to say. That's the vibe that I kind of get from fairies, that so they can definitely help you in that regard, to sort of see yourself as more beautiful and confident. And if that's maybe not your thing, then just maybe getting out in nature, because nature can heal you in so many different ways. So yeah, that is all I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. And that's all for this pick a card reading today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful and it resonated for you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, then you can do that on either Patreon or Instant Go, or just like get in contact with me and we can figure out another way of doing it. So yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.